Hey guys, happy Thursday evening to you. You know it's something important if I'm going live at bedtime. It is 9:57 and I officially turn into a pumpkin at the 10 o'clock hour. Also, special shout out to getting my hair done today. I am sporting my Farrah Fawcett look. I'm here for it. I'm here for you, 1978. Hey, I want to talk to you guys tonight real quick, just before I go to bed, about a free, before I tell you what the free video training is about. But how many of you guys have a gym membership? Say yes if you've got a gym membership. How many of you order a food delivery to your house every month? Something like HelloFresh. Help me out, Instagram. What are the other, I don't cook. We have a low connection because the kid on Facebook. Oh, thanks, guys. It's my favorite Farrah Fawcett do. I had it colored today for my conference. But okay, who does a gym membership? Who gets clothing delivered to their house every month, like a Stitch Fix box, like a Transcend box? Who does that? Who is married to a hot bald man such as myself and does like the Dollar Shave Club every month? Anybody? Are we still frozen? Can you tell all the people in the house to get off of Wi-Fi?
There shouldn't be anybody
Thank
here.
you. Well, it's stuck. Let me think of what else. What other monthly membership do we do, babe? Ava has like an art box that gets delivered every month.
Manscaped.
You do not do a manscaping box. Why does every time I go live, he wants to talk about this? You know why? Because he saw it on Shark Tank, and so then he had to order some because... God bless my husband. It's always fun being married to him. This I tell him all the time, this is why we can't have a TV show, because we're not precious like Chip and Jo. He wants to talk about manscaping, and I'm trying to talk about membership sites. So here you go. Renee says she doesn't because she is in a rural area. Jamie says FabFitFun. Really, really great. Thank you for that. HelloFresh.
Are we unfrozen?
Some people are still saying that I'm frozen, honey. I'm sorry. It's saying it's in and out. That's weird. I wonder if it's because I'm on Instagram right next to Facebook. I'm all frozen. Shoot, it says we have 350 people on here, and I'm wondering if to get off or... okay, we're just going to keep going for the three of you that can watch. Okay, so here's the whole point, and I'm just going to ignore Wi-Fi for a second. Monthly membership sites, things like HelloFresh, things like Netflix, things like I feel like I should get Wife of the Year for buying my husband a membership site to our local car wash. So basically it's a monthly charge and he can get his car washed one time a day. And they just charge I buy it by the year because it's cheaper that way, but he can just go do it every single month. And so what I want to just to point out for those of you that have business owners or would like to be a business owner or know a business owner or are married to a business owner is that monthly subscription things are kind of taking over the world. Has anybody seen this? I mean, it's amazing. Just things like now you can pay for things that you couldn't even just 6 months ago. Suddenly in the last 6 months, now there's membership sites. You can get chocolates delivered to your door every month with a recurring, like a bill just hits your debit card. You can get flowers delivered to you every month with a bill that just hits your credit card. You can join a coaching group. I have a coaching group. I have a painting group that bills you every month. So membership sites are like taking over all of the things. So let me tell you that I have had a membership site. I've had 2 of them for 3.5 years, okay? So I started both of these back in 2015. Wow, that sounds like a decade ago. And one of them in particular is my business coaching, my inner circle. You guys hear me talk about that a couple times a year when we open it up. It's not open right now, so you can't get in. I'd love to have you the next time we're in there. But it is one of the biggest pieces of revenue for my business every year. I started this 3.5 years ago at $47 a month, and we had 100 students. So you can do the easy math on that. And then we basically went up to 300 members every month at $47 a month. And I was like, yes, yeah. And then we grew it to $700, good grief, 700 members a month at $47 a month. So you can do the math on that. And then I kind of like stalled out. And I didn't like the stalling out because we'd had this like trend going of, building, and I'm doing the math and I'm like, okay, we need double or triple the members in here in order to have the type of revenue that I want to have for my business so that I can employ a lot of people so that we can do things like take family vacations and bring in a new child and give to organizations that we love. And so I was really stalled though with the number of members I had in my group. And then along came a Facebook ad for somebody I'd never heard of named Stu McLaren. And Stu is basically known as the membership guy all over the internet. And I purchased his course. His course is called Tribe. It's not open right now. It will be open next month. And that Tribe course is the one thing that has changed my business forever. And so tripled. We 3 times the number of members that were in my group. So instead of having 700 members, we have well over 2,000 members in my paid group every single month at $47 a month. And so this one revenue stream for us has just changed the way we do business completely. And I'm super passionate about this topic, and I'm going to tell you why. What was going on in my business was what happened. Some months. And so the months when we were doing well, I would be like, yes, yeah. I'd be like, one of those GIFs or GIFs, whatever they're called. I'd doing the dance and all the things. And then on the months when it tanked, I would be like, what is wrong with me? I can't even believe I can't figure this out. This is awful. In the words of my kids, I was taking the L. I was taking the loss. I'm like, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. I would launch a webinar. We'd have hundreds of people sign up. It would be a great month. And then the next month there would be nothing. And my personality doesn't do well with those income swings. Am I the only one? Come back, Jennifer. Go back. I don't understand what's happening. It's so lame. Everybody says that, let's see. Instagram, I might have to get off of here. Darn it. I don't even know. Anyhow, I'm going to keep going. Instagram, if I lose you, there's a free training from Stu right now in the bio, in my bio. Go to jenniferallwood.com/Stu. That's all you need to know. Can somebody type that in Instagram? And can somebody type it in over here on Facebook? Go to jenniferallwood.com/STU for Stu. And there's a free 4-part video series that he's giving to anybody who's even remotely interested in a monthly group. There, if I lose you on Facebook or Instagram, you get the gist of this, okay? So those monthly revenue swings were causing me a lot of internal friction. And by internal friction, I mean the kind that keeps you awake at night, where you're like, okay, last month I made $28,000 and this month I made $1,200. That is a huge swing, guys. That's a huge swing. And that's where my business was 4 years ago, before I started a monthly group. The reason a monthly group works so well for me and works so well for many entrepreneurs is it allows you as a business owner to predict the income that you're going to have coming in the next month and the next month and the next month. Because what stinks as an entrepreneur is basically when you work a 9 to 5, right? You kind of know what your paycheck's going to be every week or every 2 weeks. I mean, I know if you're in sales, it's different, but you have a good idea. So when you decide you're going to start your own business, you really are trading consistency for freedom. You're saying, you know what? Freedom is of high value in my life. I feel passionate about XYZ. I want the lifestyle of an entrepreneur, and I'm willing to trade in the consistency of a paycheck and a 401k match and PDOs for that. Okay, so that sounds sexy as heck until you're knee deep in it, and then you're like, okay, last month was great, but now I don't know what's happened to sales. Especially for you creatives who are like, month 4 is the bomb.com, and then you get into quarter 4. You get into quarter 1, and you're like, what the heck just happened to all the sales I was making in December? Can anybody relate? Creatives, help me out. So having something like a monthly group where people are paying you, having a monthly box where people are ordering from you, having a monthly subscription where your clients are paying you month after month after month until they tell the debit card to turn it off. This will help save your sanity for a lot of you business owners. Now, the next question people are always ask me is, how could I do a monthly group for my industry? Okay, so let's talk about some of the people I personally know who have taken my training and who I have suggested take Stu's training, okay? And by the way, we all started out with Stu's free training, so please go get that at jenniferallwood.com/Stu. Again, his course is not open. In full transparency, it will be open next month, and then I'm going to be telling you why I think you should buy it. This is the one thing that you have seen me promote for the last 3 years in a row, because it is the one thing that I am so passionate about, because it's changed my business forever and ever and ever. And I'm so deeply grateful for that. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Wow, that's either dinner or bad makeup. Why didn't you guys tell me? Jeez, it's like yellow. So, decorators in the group. We have Wilshire Collections. Wilshire Collections is Stacy Collins. Stacy's been in my inner circle forever and ever. Stacy has gone through the trainings on membership sites. Stacy has a decorating group. So for those of you who are like interior designers and they're like, how could I do a monthly group? Just like that, you start a group where you're passionate about DIY projects, you're passionate about decorating, people pay you to be in the group, you give them the content, bada boom, bada bing. Okay, cupcakes. We have, how many of you know April Kalanchek from Sweet and Saucy Life? She is not a cupcake person, sorry April. She is a cookie artist. I didn't even know that was a thing. Doesn't that sound sexy? What do you do? Oh, I'm a cookie artist. Like, I don't decorate cookies, I'm a cookie artist. I just think that sounds really good, and I want a cookie, clearly. And so she used to be making 90 dozen cookies a week that people would come to her house and pick up, and for birthday parties, all the things. Now she makes a couple, and instead she has like a monthly cookie group, like a cookie decorating group where she teaches people how to decorate their own cookies every single month. Earrings, okay, earrings. Anna McGraw. Anna McGraw is inspired by you jewelry. She has like an earring of the month club. So you subscribe and you get new earrings that show up in your doorstep. So for those of you who are doing jewelry and things, you could do that. Or you could do a group. I was actually talking about this with somebody earlier today. I am unaware of any groups on the interwebs where people who make jewelry are teaching other people how to make jewelry. I'm well aware of many groups where they're selling jewelry every month, but not aware of a jewelry making group where people are like teaching their secrets. There is an opportunity there for someone. Do we have any painters watching this? Painters. Turquoise Iris. Dion Woods, my buddy Dion Woods. She has an incredible group. Katie Clemente. She has Katie Clemente Studios. I can't remember what the name of her painting group is. All Shabbed Out. Quita, I believe, has her own paid group. Amy Murray has a paid group. There are tons of painting groups out there. I have my own paid group. It's called Paint Finish of the Month. We have 350 members in there at $47 a month. Bada boom, bada bang. Amanda, there are sign groups all over the internet. There are people who are teaching you how to do like door hangers, painted signs. There's tons of opportunity in the creative space for groups, both to show you how to make them and how to sell them. How would a monthly group work for a realtor? Melanie, okay, help me think of the lady's name. Okay, give me a second. First name starts with J. She was in my mastermind. I can picture her face. How many of you know my friend who, Real Estate Mega Moms. Why can't I think of her name? She has a monthly group for real estate agents. She's teaching people how to market, how to do social media. The real estate group has lots of opportunity for improvement on social media. Can I say that? Jessica Hensley. Thank you so much, Melanie Ferguson. Thank you, Damon. Jessica. I was like, it starts with the J, but she has Real Estate Mega Moms. The real estate market. Measure your words, Jen. Measure your words. Okay. Because otherwise I'm going to get hate mail from real estate agents. Okay. Let me say this in a way that is complimentary to those of you willing to do it different. If you are in real estate and you're willing to do it different than the way that you see most people doing it in your industry, there is a huge opportunity for you. Huge. But the real estate market needs an overhaul when it comes to, because here's what most people do. They're selling houses and they just throw up 50 pictures of the house that they have for sale and then just wait for the buyers to come, wait for them to find it. They don't really use Facebook like they should. They just think that putting it out there, people are going to discover it. That is not the way social media works. Listen, you may know houses, but you've got to understand how marketing works on the interwebs. And there's so much opportunity for people in real estate to do it differently. And so I highly recommend, if you're in real estate, get in a real estate paid group of people who are teaching you how to do it different. My friend Christina Etheridge, she does leads and leverage. I think she has a paid group also, but I'm telling you, there's opportunity there. What else? Crocheting, knitting. There's paid groups for all of those things. Tons of business coaches, tons of wreath makers have groups. Damon Oates is right here. Damon has a group. Okay, Chanel Nelson, why couldn't you do a canvas art or fluid art group? Because the next question people say to me is, well, how do I know that my market is ready? How do I know my Facebook people are ready? How do I know that this would work? I want you to take Stu's free little 4 video, okay? Because he will walk you through looking at your market, determining if there's opportunity. How do you position it? What do you say to people? How would you open it up? All of the things, and that's totally free. Now, with that being said, you will be, have the opportunity to purchase his course next month. But you guys, listen, you can get so much great content from a free course too. And it's got great information in it. So go to jenniferallwood.com/Stu. And stew is like STU, not like pot roast stew. Does that make sense? Damon, you're my favorite person. Damon says, I'm looking super skinny tonight. It's totally worth a little hate mail. Thank you. I just was thinking of another industry that totally has membership groups, and I just lost it just like that. Oh, I belong to one for writers. I belong to a monthly paid group for writers. There are monthly paid groups for bloggers. There are membership groups for people doing social media. Think of those of you who are in business. Essentially, if you're paying somebody, there are groups out there where you could instead of paying somebody to post on your social media, there are groups out there that are just putting content in the group. You're paying the monthly fee. You can pluck the content out of the group and use it on your own social. I'm telling you guys, the world is shifting to a monthly or yearly type of thing. I belong to the Geek Squad. Anybody else do Geek Squad with Best Buy? Greatest thing since sliced bread for those of us that hate tech. So essentially this is what happened, or what happens. They bill my card every year instead of every month because it's cheaper that way. I just pay for it all at once instead of getting the monthly bill. But it is a recurring revenue stream because every month it either shows up on your debit card or every year in my case. Okay, so all it is me having the opportunity to, whenever I need to, dial 1-800, go geek out or whatever it is, and then somebody literally will come up on the screen and they'll take over my computer and they'll fix all my things. They'll fix all my things. They'll fix all my things. Heck yeah, I'm willing to pay you, I think it's like $100 a year or $15 a month or whatever it breaks out to. Oh my gosh, it's so great. I mean, there literally is that's a no-brainer for me. So for those of you who are like, I don't know, how would I do underwater basket weaving as a paid group? Well, I'm not exactly sure how we would position that one. But I want you to go to jenniferallwood.com/Stu. Sign up for his free video series. And I am going to get Stu in here in the next couple of weeks after my conference to talk to you guys about his course and to talk more about paid groups. This is so funny. Okay, so over here, Princess Poopsie, love your name, says sewing. Of course, there are so many groups like that available. Why couldn't there be sewing groups? Birdsy Girl says, what about a stylist? One of the most successful membership sites that I am aware of in the online space is a woman that lives in California, and she She's a hairstylist, and she teaches shop owners how to do well in the online space. Incredibly successful woman with a membership site. Dun, dun, dun. All right, what else? I know there was some other questions here. I'm sorry. Could this apply to the wellness community? Says somebody over here on Instagram. If you are in a DIY painting, making type of industry, I'm going to go out on a limb as a betting girl and say the two industries that I think have literally the most potential for an online group, for a paid monthly group, is if you're in health and wellness and if you are a creator of any kind. Because there is such a, like when you make, I don't know, cute hair bows for a living, you love to be around other people who want to talk about hair bows, talk about the business of hair bows. You like to get hair bows every month. You love to be in groups where people are doing community because they're passionate about the same things. So there's such an opportunity for those people who are wreath makers, photographers, painters, makers, bloggers, writers, all the creatives, and the health and wellness space. So I was in this paid group about 2 years ago when my blood sugar started getting out of whack, and I was like, girl, I gotta check my stinking donut consumption. Something's gotta give here. I joined this girl's monthly group where she gave basically recipes and an eating, she bossed me around on the eating for like 30 days, okay? There were over 8,000 people, okay? I want somebody to do the math here. 8,000 people at $29 a month in this group. Okay, so let's just say 8,000 times 30 bucks a month for easy math. That's $240,000 a month that girl's pulling in from teaching people how to eat better and exercise. Bada boom, bada bing. Don't ask me about health and wellness because I'm going to school you every day of the week. That is huge opportunity. Huge. All right, so somebody type in jenniferallwood.com/stew. If you're on Instagram, I want you to go to the link in my bio. If you're seeing this tomorrow, would you just comment replay so that I know who was here live and who was here on replay? And when you sign up for Stu's free video series, I think video 1 came out today, I'm pretty sure. And so you'll still get it yet today. And then you'll get video 2 in the next couple of days. But it'll really help you examine. I can't talk and do this at the same time. I'm sorry, guys. I love you, but see, I can't do this. I'm not. JenniferAllwood.com. C-O-M. I comment. Thank you, Elizabeth. Appreciate you. The series to let you know if you have opportunity in your industry, in your niche, in your business for recurring monthly revenue that will, I promise you, help you sleep better at night. Because what happens in a lot of entrepreneurs' lives is the up and down. And the up and down, it doesn't sit well with Jenny. I don't do well with just not knowing. It's not that I need to know where every dollar's coming from, but I don't like knowing that I'm going to have to hustle extra hard this month because income isn't coming in like it did the month before. I like to know basically where we're going to be. Does that make sense? So Terry said she already watched it today. I'm so glad. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate you so much. Blocking you over on the Instagram. And I'm getting ready for bed, guys. So I will see you later, okay? And I'll see you inside Stu's group. All right, bye-bye.